Welcome to Fabulous Living with Angela Jones. I'm your host, Angela Jones. Whew. When I tell you I made it in here by the hairs on my chinny chin chin, I came around the corner from my apartment on two wheels, speeding like a crazy person down Georgia Avenue. So, let me have a little moment to just kind of exhale. So I'm just coming back from out of town. My son had a game down at Blacksburg, so I stayed down for a little bit so I could hang out with him, and then I dashed right back on the road and made it back in time to the show. So here I am. So happy Sunday, everybody! Good to be seen. Let me say that because I can't see you. You can see me. So good to be seen. Yeah. So what we're going to do today is that's the one thing that got me excited about all this rushing and carrying on to get back in town was today's show. Really excited, and I just kind of feel like with everything going on in the world, especially in our country, with everything, the madness that just took place, the atrocity, let me just say, that just took place with everything going on with Brett Kavanaugh, I just decided, hey, you know what? We're going to talk about really happy things. Not that we don't talk about happy things here on Fabulous Living, but I really just kind of thought, you know what? We're going to talk about some of my favorite things and just kind of have fun and be light and not make it too heavy because we've had a really heavy week. So, what I wanted to do was, I kind of feel like I've definitely shared a lot of things that I like and things like that. But I've never really kind of told you like a lot of the things that I kind of do to kind of pull my look together or different things like that. So I thought that this would be a fun show to just talk about all of my favorite things. So just kind of imagine the music playing with Julie Andrews singing "These Are a Few of My Favorite Things" from what is that from? Mary Poppins, I think. Yeah, or My Fair Lady, one of the two. But anyway, I think it's Mary Poppins. Anyway, that's what today's show is going to be about. It's going to be kind of like my favorite things, and you know, I know I shared in the beginning that I have always been a person that loved fashion and beauty and things like that, and I've actually delved in that world. I actually decided to I thought about going to school for fashion merchandising, and my parents weren't too happy about that. So I was like, okay, I'll change my mind. I'll do something else. I was really seriously thinking about it. So I ended up spending a good portion of my career I've spent in retail. So I love fashion. Even as a teenager, I've always been really taken with like fashion magazines. Like I remember like at 16, 17, I had 17 magazine, and yeah, I love all of that. So I love all things fashion, all things like beauty. So I've ended up delving into that world too. I think I shared in the first show that I've worked for Estee Lauder, I've worked for Fashion Fair, I've worked for Borghese. So I've worked for a number of different beauty companies. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I like delving into all those little things like that because I'm definitely a girly girl. So anything like fashion, beauty, anything that's pink, I think you guys have figured the pink thing out, I love. So today we're going to talk about, first segment, we're going to delve right into all things beauty and fashion. So let's just dive right in. So first off, like I said, the makeup thing I've always loved, but I've also been just as into skincare because I think that to me, you can't just throw on makeup if you have like really crappy skin. That's just kind of counterintuitive. So you need to take care of your skin. So when I was younger, I had a, really difficult time with acne. Like I had really, really bad acne when I was younger. And every now and then I'll still get little, maybe a little, breakout here and there. But it was really bad when I was younger. So I decided, Mom, I don't know if you remember this, but I remember one summer we were going away. I was going away with a friend of the family and her daughter, and her family, her husband and her family, but my girlfriend in particular, Cherise. we were going to Myrtle Beach for the summer. And I decided that because my breakouts were so bad, that I was going to take my mother's makeup because she didn't even wear makeup because she doesn't even need makeup. She's one of those people like my grandmother, my great aunt that has beautiful skin, doesn't need to put anything on. She just puts on some blush and some lipstick in the morning and she's like, you know, just fabulous, right? But me, on the other hand, I had, crazy, acne, going on. So I decided that on this trip, and I don't even know why my mother had this makeup, like I said, I decided that I was going to take her foundation that she had bought, and I said, she's not going to miss it. She doesn't use it. And take it with me on vacation. And I figured that would be the perfect time to use the makeup that I wasn't even supposed to be wearing. I think I may have been like 14. So I was just about, I think it was the summer before I was going to high school. And I decided, oh yeah, I'm going to beat my face. I'm going to get all dolled up while I'm on vacation. And then my mother's girlfriend, our family friend Connie, was like, she saw me one morning. I came all down the stairs, all like, you know. And she was like, Angie, what do you have on your face? I was like, what? What are you talking about? Trying to play it off. She was like, you have on makeup. And I was like, oh, it's just foundation. And she was like, that's makeup, Ange. And I was like, oh, don't tell mom. She's like, does Roxy know you have on this makeup? I was like, no, don't tell her. So from a very young age, I've always loved makeup. But as I was saying, you really have to start off with a great foundation. And that starts off with a really great skincare. And when I tell you that I have tried everything, and I have to be careful too because I have sensitive skin. So I have tried a number of different things, and some have been a success, some not so much. I've had like the breakouts and the craziness as a result of the my skin not taking to something that some kind of ingredient that was in the skincare or whatever. So yes, I've learned to kind of take it careful there. But I have recently discovered for me, I have really been just trying to support as many black owned businesses as possible. That's really just been my thing. So I was using a skincare line that I love, and I still have a little bit of it left, so I'm going to ride it out. But recently I decided to try Shea Moisture. Shea Moisture is also known for hair, and I'll get into that in a moment. Love their products. But I decided a few months ago to try their skincare, and I really like it. And I don't know, ladies, if you know of like the trend of everything kind of doing like the charcoal masks and scrubs and things like that. Well, they have this bamboo charcoal detoxifying gel cleanser that's so good. And I have very oily skin. It's paying off now that I'm older, but I hated it when I was younger. The good thing about oily skin, kind of taking you back to my cosmetic days, is that oily skin, as opposed to dry skin, you're not going to show the signs of aging as quickly because dry skin is going to kind of, start to kind of show like more of the creases and the lines and things like that. But oily skin won't have that problem. But the thing with oily skin, compounded with the fact that you're going through menopause and you're always perspiring and things like that, is a pain in the behind. But this charcoal cleanser has really been helpful in just kind of trying to soak in a lot of the oil and the excess oil and everything that's in my skin. So I love this, and they also have a mask too, which I'm out of. Note to self, I need to get some more. But the mask and the cleanser are amazing, and I really love that I can tell the difference and see improvements in my skin as a result of using both of those products. So it's amazing. Love the cleanser. Let me back up. I should have started off with these clarifying wipes. Shea Moisture also has these really cool clarifying wipes that I use first to remove my makeup, and I use it all over. I take off my eye makeup, my lipstick, everything with these. They are the bomb. I love them, and I love the fact that They're made with tea tree oil, which is really good for oily skin, and they're also biodegradable, which is really nice too. So you know that you're kind of not doing the planet any harm when you use them. But they are really really good. I've used some other wipes in the past, but I've always felt like there was kind of still some kind of residue or something left after I've used them. But these are great because I kind of feel like after I've used a couple of these to remove my makeup, I really feel like, even though I still need to go through the step of cleansing my skin, I really feel like after I've used them, I've really, did a good cleaning of my skin, which is really good. So, because you can't expect, ladies, your cleanser to do it all. So, having the wipes first to kind of do like a pre-cleaning is really good. And like I said, again, these products are for oily skin. They do have other products that are for dry skin and, normal skin combinations, different, skin types. But for me, since I use oily, that's kind of what I'm focusing on today. But they are great to remove the makeup and dirt and everything else before you dive into your cleanser. So those are great. So, kind of covered like the face. The body, I know I've talked about this before, but I can't say it enough. I love Beauty and Planet products. This is their body wash. And I know I had this on before when I was talking about a few of my, like some new finds. And I'm almost certain that I had this on, but this is amazing. When I tell you that it smells so good, this is the coconut water and mimosa flower. So good. It smells so good. And it's just it's so refreshing. Oh, cannot wait to get home and, take a shower with this, but it's so good. And you can get this, I've seen it, I've purchased mine at Wegmans, grocery store actually. And I have seen it at CVS as well. And just backtracking really quickly, these products, the Shea Moisture products, I have had the most success getting everything that I need Shea Moisture at Target. Target has, really, they have a huge Shea Moisture, like just everything, like their hair products, skincare, everything, body care, because they even have a lot of these products, the same things with the charcoal and everything as far as body wash and everything. But I kind of have a thing for my Beauty and Planet, so I haven't tried it yet, but I'm sure it's fabulous. But a lot of these products, Target. The body wash, like I said, I've gotten mine at Wegmans, and I've also seen it at CVS too. So the last thing here as far as body products, and I didn't ask her permission, so my goddaughter makes this product. And what I'll do is, just so I can kind of give her this, because I could not do this show, because this is definitely one of my favorite things, and not because she's my goddaughter, but because the product is absolutely amazing. So her products are called Daryl and Tyrese Collection, DTC for short, and she handcrafts all of the products herself. She makes them in small batches, and she makes this wonderful, this is the Raw Shea Moisture, which happens to be my favorite. And hello people, when you know that you can read all of the ingredients and it's not like some glycerin, blah, 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 something you can't pronounce. This is great. The only ingredients in this product are geranium oil, Lang Lang, vitamin E, sweet almond oil, organic virgin shea butter. That's it. And this is the raw shea. She also has a cocoa whip shea, which is a little bit lighter, but I have very dry skin, so I like the raw shea. Now what I'll do here, because I know I didn't have her permission to talk about it yet, but I could not do the show, Darylyn, without talking about this product, because you know how much I love it. I love this product. And y'all, this is my last jar. I actually did a video. I should have shown that video to see how crazy I am about this product. I sent her a video message maybe last year, and I was out of the product or running low or something. I flipped out because I was like, I can't believe I let myself get this low. So she knows that I'm on my last jar, and she said that she'll be shipping me some more very soon. So what I'll do is I will let you all know, because I know that right now she's taking a little bit of a hiatus, and I think she might be revving back up in time for the holidays, because this is a fabulous gift to give someone. And the beauty of it is unisex. I've given it to men, women, children. Everybody can use this product. So actually, I'm going to um, just put a little on. I want you to see. I didn't realize I did this, but it's funny how things work out. So, Dee, can we do a close up? What I want to show you is my hands. I have very dry skin, and that's why I like the Roche. Now, my hands are very dry right now. I dashed out, like I said, I was on two wheels trying to get here from out of town, but my hands are extremely dry. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Daryl Tyrese collection Roche moisturizer on one hand, and I'm going to show you the difference on my right hand that does not have the product. And what I love is that it is not greasy. It is, but yet still emollient. Like after I wash my hands or still very, my skin is still really emollient. So I probably used a little bit too much. So yeah, y'all, I'm just going to just keep going for it. But I want you to see, and I use it all over. And the beauty of it is this can be used in your hair. I've used it for rashes. I mean, it's really good, and the product is all natural. So I want you to see the difference. You see that? You see how nice and emollient and just how my skin is just glistening? And look how dull and dry my right hand is. So the product is amazing, y'all. I mean, not showing, not playing favorites because she's my goddaughter, even though the show is all about playing favorites, so to speak. I'm not doing that. The product is amazing. And I think that, and she does brown sugar scrubs and cocoa, so she does it all. And she does it all by hand. She mixes everything by hand. You can pronounce everything that's going in the product. That's saying a lot. And it's all natural. And I don't know if you recall, a few months back, if you go back to my blog, you can read more about Darylyn and her vegan journey, and she's kind of teaching us about some ways that you can kind of gently introduce veganism into your life and things like that. So, it's a cruelty-free product, obviously, because veganism is her world and it is her life, and she lives it. So amazing. This I have to admit is my all-time favorite beauty product, and I'm a product junkie, and I love this. So definitely something to consider. And also, one last note: it doesn't interfere with your, with your perfume or anything else that you're putting on top, because it's pretty much fragrance. It's pretty much fragrance free, so you can still carry on and put your other things on top of it. Your perfume or cologne or what have you. So, love, love, love. So, what I'll do is, by the time we have next week's show, what I'll do is I'll share with you, I'll talk with her about when she's talking about opening shop back up, and how you can get the products. You can definitely get the products on Etsy. And what I'll do is when we take a break, I'll look up the link on Etsy, and I'll just give you guys the link. But yeah, maybe I ought to wait till I talk to her. But anyway, I had to share my favorite thing with the DTC product. So anyway, there we are. Okay, so on to, I'm going to skip around. Well, yeah, since we did that, I'm going to skip on over here to makeup. So makeup, I, again, have tried a number of different things. But lately, in the last year, I've been using, maybe a year and a half or two, I've been using Bobbi Brown's products. And this makeup, this is her Skin Long Wear Weightless Foundation, and it has SPF 15 in it. So it has a little bit of sunscreen in it, which is great. And it's full cover, and it's oil-free. And it's shine control, which again, like I said, I need all of that with my dry skin. Amazing, the coverage that you get. And you don't need to use a lot of it, which is nice too. I love this foundation because I feel like it blends into my skin really well, and it doesn't look like I have on a ton of makeup, which is nice. And sometimes, for me, I want a little bit of extra coverage. And I felt like, especially with being here on the air and everything, I feel like I just need to wear a little bit more makeup than I typically would. So I love this foundation. It is great, but it gives you the full coverage without making it look pancakey, which is, that's not cool. So it gives you a nice even skin tone without it looking like you have like this much makeup on. So I love it. And for me, I was using the stick foundation, and then this came out, I think at the top of the year, because I think, yeah, maybe right around when I started the show, this came out because the makeup artist said, "Hey, have you tried our new foundation? I think you'd really like it." So this is, this is great. I love this foundation, and I use mine. Mine is almond, also number 7. Now, of course, if you are, uh, have any, who has flawless skin? I mean, completely flawless, where you don't have some imperfections. There are people out there that have it, but that's not. I just don't. I just wasn't blessed with those genes. So, another product that I love by Bobbi Brown is her full cover concealer. And for me, I put it underneath my eyes. And just a quick tip, whenever you're putting on any kind of product underneath your eyes, whether it's eye cream or concealer or anything like that, you always want to start from the outside and work your way in very gently, because the skin underneath your eyes is very delicate. So you don't want to do a lot of poking and prodding. You just want to kind of move very delicately. And if you happen to be doing something with your hands, or applying something with your fingers, like an eye cream, you want to use your ring finger. And why your ring finger? You want to use your ring finger because it's the lightest finger on your hand, believe it or not. So that's why it's instrumental to kind of use that as like your tool to apply let me take my glasses out, to kind of apply it from the outside in, just like so, just like that. But this concealer is amazing. And I have found, since I am a woman of a certain age, that I need a little bit more. I'd never used concealer before because I was a younger woman. I didn't need it. But I've started using it maybe in the last 2 years or so, because I kind of feel like I need it a little bit like under my eyes and a little areas where I kind of have a little discoloration to kind of even everything out a little bit before I put on my foundation. And of course, because they're the same company, these work really well together. And this is also almond that I use too. So their concealer is great. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, these two products right here alone are like $75. So it ain't cheap, but it's worth it to me. And again, it lasts me for, I'm not going to have to probably buy any foundation for probably a couple of months, because you don't need a lot of it. And this is a pretty big jar, a big container too. It looks like it's probably, I don't know how, I can't see. It's too small. But anyway, it looks like it's probably maybe about 2 ounces. So anyway, these are my two like go to, like, I can't, this is my base. So I've got to have these two things in my life. So these are two of my favorite things as far as makeup. Then I also use the sheer powder that goes on top of that. I should have pulled that up too, but that compact is kind of beat up, so I didn't really. It's not beat up, but I'm saying, after you've kind of used your powder. But anyway, then I finish everything with the sheer powder. It's just a compact, and kind of apply it, with a nice powder brush to kind of set everything, and then I kind of go ahead and dive into my color, all the fun stuff. Now, one quick thing that I want to mention about face powder too is that you want to, that little compact that comes in there, when you purchase your makeup, toss it. Don't use that. You want to use a makeup brush to apply your powder. And even when you're touching up during the day, get a retractable powder brush so that you can touch up your makeup. You definitely want to do that. Because one, the compact, imagine it's, packing in all the oils and everything in your, and you're moving that all around your skin. Ick, we don't want to do that. So the brush is definitely better. And of course, you should be washing your brushes like once a week with your skincare product, with your cleaner, or your cleanser rather, to clean your brushes, and then drying them making sure they're thoroughly dried before you use them again. But that's definitely a little tip I wanted to share with you about the powder. Toss that compact that comes with it, the puff, the little poof that comes with it, get rid of it. Don't use that. So, I thought I'd kind of inject a few little, makeup tips for you. So, another one of my favorite things as far as color is eye makeup. Now, sometimes with eye makeup, I just kind of keep it simple. Like today, I'm just wearing just basic because I didn't have time to do a lot of stuff. I'm just wearing my liquid liner, and then I'm just wearing mascara. Um, and by the way, I'm out of it right now, so I'm kind of using a backup mascara because I haven't had time to get to a department store to get it. But I love MAC's False Lash. And it gives you the illusion of like a false lash, but not super crazy, like, they don't look like really long, but it makes your lashes a little bit, much thicker and elongates them and everything. I love that. And you put on a primer before that, then you put the false lash on it. I love it. And that's another two of my other favorite things as far as the makeup department. But as far as eye makeup, I don't do eyeshadow every day. I just kind of feel like for me, eyeshadow, I do it. I will take that back. I will do it sometimes, but I'll usually do something that's more of a neutral and everything for work. But when I really want to jazz things up for the night, then I kind of want a smoky eye. And when I want a smoky eye, I really want it to be a smoky eye. So I usually use like a charcoal gray or sometimes I even use like an actual black, but I kind of blend it so it doesn't look so stark. I don't want to look like I'm like goth girl or anything like that. But I do want that drama, so I will use a black shadow too. But what I've been doing lately, and now that we're here heading back to fall, is I like to do like a dark blue, like a midnight blue. And this Chanel, this was out maybe a year ago. This is from last season. So I love it though because it gives you, and it kind of has a little bit of a shimmer. So it's really nice if I kind of make my eye completely like neutral, and then I add this color to just, to the corners of my eyes to kind of create that smoky look. Oh, it's so chic. I love this. So this is my, when I really want to be fancy schmancy and I'm going out somewhere or something and I want to do a different kind of smoky look, I kind of use this color. And this color is Swing. It's 116, so it's Swing. Love that. Love, love, love. Now, the other thing I love is I love lip colors, and I wear it all. I wear nudes like I have on right now, all the way up to like a really, really dark color in the fall, especially more like a cranberry-ish or a really, really, really dark, like a really dark, dark, dark purple. Like my nail colors, it looks like it's black, but it's really a really dark purple. Like I won't go quite this dark, but I will do something close to that, depending at night or something like that. But I love lip colors. And again, like I said, I've been really trying to support Black-owned businesses. And I think I shared with you all, I think once before when I shared my Fabulous finds, when I shared the body wash, I also shared with you Lip Bar. And her story is amazing. She's from Detroit, I believe. She went on Shark Tank and they declined her proposal. And she kept hustling anyway. And she kept plugging away. She started built a website and started selling it. And her lipsticks are going crazy. And she ended up getting a contract with a deal with Target. So they're sold exclusively in Target if you don't buy them online. And these have been, when I tell you I love these, like I will never, sorry MAC, normally MAC is my go-to. And I had even said, like, there's a matte color, I can't even think of it right now, but that's very similar to what I have on. And this is my go-to kind of everyday basic, if I'm just kind of like, hey, I don't really have time to put a lot of thought into it, and I just kind of want to get out the door. They have a shade like this. But last week, I went to Target, and they had a shade that's similar, and I love this. I really love her line. And this color that I'm wearing is called Baby Bellini. So it's like a very It's a nude. It's essentially that is what it is. It's not essentially. It's a nude. So it's nice because you can do anything. I like to kind of do like a dark eye and do a nude, or um, just when I'm just kind of keeping it simple for work, and I just kind of want to be you know basic. I kind of just kind of wear this look. Then I also found these other shades. This one is called Boss Lady, and I love anything with any cute little play on words. And she spells boss Bawse. I love that, and it's a really cool like red, and it looks like it's going to be a lip gloss, but when you put it on, it goes on matte. And I really like the look of. Sometimes I like a good gloss. Don't get me wrong, ladies, but sometimes I want it to be more. I think matte looks really chic, and especially for work, you don't want to be too out there. Or sometimes I just kind of want to look more. I don't know. I want more of a muted palette, so to speak. Even though I know this is red and it's not muted, I'm saying as far as not having it really be shiny. So, Lip Bar, Boss Lady, amazing. And the other shade that I like is when I kind of don't want to do nude, but I kind of feel like I want to, be really girly and add a little pink, but not too much for work. I use this one is called Curl Friend, Curl Friend. Isn't that cute? I love that. And it's really like a mauve kind of shade, and it's really pretty too. And again, these go on matte. So if you don't like matte, and you like gloss, or maybe your lips are really dry, you don't really want to do a matte then, unless you kind of prime it with some kind of lip primer before. But she has amazing shades. So I have three in my collection now that I really love. Another thing, vegan and cruelty free. No animals are tested. No animal products are used to make these products too. So I love that too. And again, I know you guys know I'm not vegan, but I like being able to know that, in some way, shape, or form, I can kind of support that community, because I do feel like sometimes, it's just nice to know that the products, no one, that the animal wasn't harmed to make your products. Even though I know I wear leather, even though this is faux leather today, this is leather. But, I try to inject it here and there. So there you have it, in case y'all start emailing talking about, you always talking about how much you love me, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, and I know I've mentioned these before, but again, they are my favorite things. Now, if I'm in a hurry and I cannot get to my manicurist, or if I've chipped my nails and I hate that, like right now, I'm like, don't really want to show my hands too close because my polish is just starting to kind of come off a little tiny bit on the ends. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to go home and I'm going to do my own, because I just got a manicure. So they're already shaped the way I like them shaped. All I need to do is take this polish off and quickly apply some new polish. And I love Sally Hansen Insta Dry. Love, love, love. Because like I said, I think I mentioned it before, I can polish these, seriously. I could polish these during the break, and before the break is over, they'll be completely dry. I don't mean like a little dry, completely dry. So my go-to colors are Show Stealer, so it's like a steel gray, like a pale dove gray, which is really nice. And then this one is Petal Pusher. So it's like a really faint pink nudie color. So I'm an extremist again. I wear all colors. I really either like really pale and nude and neutral, and I kind of consider this pale too, but if I want to kind of judge it up a little bit, or I like really dark like this. That's kind of these are my fall colors. And this, by the way, the color that I have on is OPI's Lincoln Park After Dark, which I love. That I've been wearing that color for years, and you're gonna probably see it quite a bit because that's kind of what I tend to wear in the fall. I love it. I love it because I kind of feel like it's kind of edgy. I'm kind of, pretty classic conservative for the most part, but I like a little edge in there, and I kind of feel like this color is edgy. So that's what we have here. And last but not least is hair products. Now, you all have seen me go through different iterations of my hair. Sometimes I have my hair up and it's in a bun. Sometimes I have it all out. I have half up, half down, or, I've got the full fro and I'm doing, sometimes I put this piece on, I wear it low, I wear it to the side, Ladies, we know that whole thing about our crowns, it's a big deal. It is a big deal. And last year I went natural. So I got rid of using perm in my hair. And I that's a whole nother show. And I am gonna have some folks on to talk about hair. So we're gonna definitely be that's something we're gonna be talking about. But for me, transitioning from permed hair to natural hair was a big deal. And just trying to get it right. I went through a lot of changes with trying to get it right and find the right products that worked. Spent a lot of money trying to figure it out. But I'm starting to find the products in recent months that really work for me. So again, these products, like I said, these are my favorite things. So if you're natural, maybe you can benefit from them. But I'm just saying, so these products are for natural hair. So one of the products that I love is As I Am, which is a fabulous natural hair care line. This is their curl enhancing smoothie. And it's really good because after I've kind of wet my hair, I've gotten out of the shower, after I've shampooed it, I just kind of put a little bit of this in between my hands and just kind of run it through, after I've sectioned my hair and put it on. And it really gives my hair a nice, you know, really defines the curl pattern. That's really what it does. And I love this. Love, love, love. As I Am, I use a lot of their products. I use their curling jelly. I'm not crazy about the curling jelly. I have a lot of it. Like I said, I tried a lot of products. I have some of it I need to start to kind of use. I kind of like this better. But As I Am has their co-wash conditioner. Girls, if you have natural hair and you do the whole, thing where you don't, the beauty of it is we don't have to shampoo our hair as often, but we do need to co-wash, especially with all the products and different things you may be using. So their co-wash is the bomb. Like, I love their co-wash. So I use their co-wash like once a week in between shampoos. Really good product. So this is their Long and Luxe Curl Enhancing Smoothie. And it's for hair types 3 and 4. I don't know what my hair type is, and I know I probably should know that. All you naturalistas out there, I don't know it. Somebody wants to, email me and tell me what it is, please do. ajones@fabulousliving.com. Thank you. If you've noticed, been watching the show, and you have an idea what my type is, but all I know is my hair loves it and it works for me, so I love it. Now, again, back to Shea Moisture, another thing with natural hair is shrinkage. My hair is now, when it's blown out, which you guys have never seen it blown out. I've had it blown out, but I think I was out of town when I blew my hair out. My hair is like coming like maybe to right here now. So my hair has gotten really long, considering that when I started my hair care journey, my hair was short, like this picture here that's on my logo. My hair was really short and sassy, kind of a pixie, kind of like funky kind of look, like, sort of like that Halle Berry look that everybody was going for, a couple of years ago. That was kind of like my look. But I decided I wanted to grow my hair out, and then I decided I didn't want perm, blah, 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 so that took me here. But the thing about natural hair is shrinkage, because your hair, your hair draws, your hair draws up, so Shea Moisture, and this is kind of, it's been hard for me to find it, but now I know it's at Target. They have this curl stretch pudding, which is great. You just put a little bit in your hands, and what it does is it's a shrinkage prone hair product. So you kind of put it on your hair, and then it kind of elongates your curls and stretches them out some, so you can kind of see where your length really is. So it kind of takes my hair to the length that almost to the length that it is when it's blown out. So I love that. Yeah. Don't love the smell of this so much, but I love what the product does. It's made with red palm oil and cocoa butter. I mean, it's not bad, but it doesn't smell as good as this As I Am product. This is made with like pomegranate and passion fruit, but don't get me wrong, it does the trick. It does what it's supposed to do as far as elongating your curls and making it less, so you don't have as much shrinkage. Then the other thing that I discovered, actually my mother sent this to me, is the Seaweed Bath Company's Argan shampoo, and it's a natural smoothing shampoo, and it's made for curly hair. And again, it's vegan and cruelty free. It doesn't have parabens in it, and it's gluten free, and it's made with all natural ingredients, including argan oil. When I tell you, this is one of the first products that I used on my hair that kind of smooth my hair out, because when you're going natural, like it's just like it's hard to tame it. And this, along with what is that other product? Not today. Not no no. What is it? Dang, I can't think of it. I see the bottle. Anyway, this shampoo and conditioner, along with that other product that I can't think of, saved my life, or I would have been getting a perm back in my hair. So, anyway, you're going to take a very, very short break, and then I want to kind of share a few home things with you too. Right back. Hey everybody, welcome back. So, before I delve into home stuff, I did want to quickly show you some of my new favorite things that I love in the fashion world. So, those shoes, aren't they so chic? I love them. They're like very Chanel esque, but for a fraction of the cost. They're by Zara. As I know I've mentioned Zara. If you all are following the blog, I mention Zara a lot. I get a lot of pieces from Zara. So everything I'm going to be talking about today, fashion wise, is from Zara. I love Zara because I feel like everything is very stylish because it's very Euro chic, and I like that. So I bought those shoes maybe about 2 weeks ago, and I have been wearing them out. So yeah, so they are now one of my favorite things. Um, can we scroll down? Let's click. I'm going to click on the link to their actual to their website. If it's yeah, no, no, no. Scroll down in my email. I'm sorry, in my yeah. See where it says slingback ankle boots? The little hyperlink in the body of the yeah, perfect. But I love those. And they're only $100, and they're, very fashion forward, but yet they're still appropriate for work. So you can kind of, I can rock them with jeans or go out to dinner in them. I love them. I really love those. I love, 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 love those. Now, the other things that I've gotten from Zara so far this season, this is just a few. I couldn't bring them all, but my look is very, I really like, I do. I like black. I like gray. I'm very DC. Like, people say all the time that DC people aren't very fashionable when you read fashion magazines, and we're very conservative here. We are conservative. And I will admit, I've been in corporate America my entire career, so I'm very conservative. But as I'm getting a little older and I'm about to hit the big 50, I've been kind of dressing a little, adding a little more edge to my look. So, one of the things that I really do like is I love anything with any kind of leather or vegan leather added to it. And I got this skirt from Zara, which is lovely. It's a pencil skirt, and it has a very faint lavender stitching on the side. I love that. Really cute with a little slit in the back. I love this skirt. Let me pull it back so you guys can yeah, I love it. And y'all, it was $45. So chic. I will be wearing this to work with like a cute blouse and a blazer and, hooking it up with some pumps to kind of mix and match so it doesn't all look so, edgy. Kind of mix it up with a little bit of with you know, a wool blazer or something like that that's kind of cropped, that's still like edgy but not too much, but still appropriate for a meeting. My boss is taking meetings with VIPs. I can still look pulled together. So, love this skirt. Other piece that I got from Zara is this really cute blouse with the vegan leather on the top. And it's sheer, kind of like with the Swiss dots on it. And then it has this really nice faux leather work on the top with stitching all through it. It's really pretty. Again, I can wear this with jeans. I can wear it with a pencil skirt. I can wear it with a pair of slacks. I can wear it with this vegan skirt. You all have seen me rock the other vegan leather skirt that I love. That has all the full pleats. That's kind of a fuller skirt. Wear with that. So many different things you can do with that. So these are a couple of the things that I'm loving so far. So yeah. Now what we're going to do is I want to kind of quickly, before we go off, I wanted to share some of my favorite home things. So we're going to pull up some links and I'm going to share a couple of things that I really like. Now, I have just moved back to the city. Hallelujah. Yes, I love city living. And I have just admitted to myself that I'm a city girl. I was trying to do a suburban thing, but I'm a city girl. That's just who I am, and I own that, and I'm good with that. Love it. I love hearing all the noise at night. I love all that. Sorry, I love all that. I'm down with all that. So, um, I'm about to, and I'm going to definitely talk more about decor and stuff because I feel like I've really talked a lot about food and decorating. I mean, food and home entertaining, but haven't really talked about the things that I like as far as decor. Maybe you can go along on this journey with me as I'm trying to redecorate my. I'm going to kind of keep the bones of my place, like the framework, and then just kind of add upon it. But I'm really kind of going for more of a French-inspired apartment. So this is kind of like the aesthetic I like. I really like it to be kind of a little bit of traditional. I'm kind of going for a modern French-inspired apartment. Yeah, that's kind of the look that I'm going for. So I recently bought like a dining room table and a desk that I really like that I'll show you in a minute. But can we scroll down a little? I wanted this one picture in particular I wanted to kind of show. Um, where is it? Maybe it's not on here. I don't know. But these are all really, no, it's cool because these are all very reminiscent of the kind of the look that I'm kind of going for. So if we can go to the next link, and then I will share with you another one of my favorite things, and it's Joss in Maine. I bought a few things here and there from them, but I'm really digging Joss in Maine. So can we click on the desk and make it a little bit bigger? Yeah. So I just ordered this desk and within the last week, and I love it. I have it in my guest room / office, and I love it because I love that it's like, again, I've really got a theme going on today. I should have called this like the vegan leather show or something because it's like a vegan white leather, which I love that, this like the white leather kind of look. And then it has gold nail heads all around the perimeter of the top of the desk. And then it's a really nice heavy metal framework at the bottom. I love it. So that's why I said I'm kind of going for a modern French kind of take. This really isn't French per se, but I'm going to kind of mix it up with some other things that'll kind of give it like that kind of French look, possibly. I think some of my rooms are going to be kind of more French and some are going to be kind of more eclectic. So we'll kind of call it that. But I love this desk. And look at what I got it for $160. I mean, you cannot beat that. And it's a nice, you know, weight-wise, it's a nice desk. So I really like that. So that's one of my favorite things now that I've gotten from Joss in Maine. And then the next thing that I got from Joss in Maine, I'm so happy about this table. Woo, I love it. It is, and now mind you, I'm not a farmhouse look kind of girl, but it's very French looking also. If you look at some of the aesthetics of some other French pieces, you see a lot of desks that are made like in this um, design. But what I like about it is I have a small apartment. Again, I live here in the city, but I love the fact that it folds into thirds, the top does, and it becomes a console table when you're not using it. So it's just me. So when it's just me, hey, I don't need to have a table with 6 chairs. But when I have guests over, like I will over the holidays, look at that. Isn't that so cool how it converts to a console when you're not using it? I can put pictures on top of that, flowers, whatever. And then when my guests come, open it up, and then it's all ready for entertaining. Love, love, love. I cannot wait to entertain on that this holiday season. So I'm really excited about that. So those are kind of the things that I am really loving right now. These are all of my favorite things that I am really, really feeling right now. Some things are oldies but goodies. Some things are just standard things that I use all the time. But these are the things that I really and truly love. So this last picture is, me. I had to still bring up food. I didn't bring any food. But another thing that I love is pasta. And if I had to choose a few foods to have like forever, it would be pasta and cheese. Those are my two things. I love pasta and cheese. And this is perfect because this pasta is called cacio e pepe, which means in Italian, literally, cheese and pepper. And this is such an easy dish. And this is one of the things that for me, as I'm getting older, I'm an empty nester, I'm kind of going out to eat a little more often since I'm in the city again. Like, I'm trying to make things as simple as possible. So that one of my favorite things, in addition to pasta and cheese, are making simple dishes that are still flavorful and delicious, of course. So that's kind of been my new thing is I've been making stuff fast. Like all of the days for me, I feel like, oh my gosh, I've got to slave in the kitchen for 2 hours to pull together a dish. Nah, I'm doing that. I'm not saying that I don't do that anymore, but I'm just saying I'm leaning more on the side of not feeling like I have to, spend a lot of time in the kitchen. And I don't. So this is my go-to meal. I have this at least, I'm going to say in the course of a month, I probably have it 2 or 3 times a month. So almost every week. And this is kind of what I have as my meatless Monday. And it can be any kind of pasta you want, butter, Parmesan cheese, freshly grated Parmesan cheese, cracked pepper. That's it, people. That's it. And you have a simple meal on the table. This is my favorite. Anybody can be talking to me on the phone or something. Oh, what do you? Oh, I'm just making some cacio e pepe. This is what I'm eating. This is what I make. And this typically ends up being my meatless Monday night meal. This is typically what I'll have like on a Monday night. Although I think I'm going to be having this dish tonight because I'm exhausted and I'm not cooking anything and I'm not going to anybody's restaurant tonight. But it's great because it's a quick meal. So there you have it. It's been fun, guys. I hope you enjoyed, seeing what some of my favorite things are. Last thing I wanted to tell you, another one of my favorite things are magazines. I just want to quickly throw that in too. Love magazines. I'm a magazine junkie. But we'll do this again, and maybe I'll cover some new things that have become favorites. So, guys, I'm out of here. Have a blessed week.